What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We live and direct. We live, baby. Y'all come on in here so I can talk about this boxing, talking about this farce of a boxing match between Gervonta Tank Davis and Jake Paul. I'm going to talk about why this is embarrassing for the sport of boxing and why it's not a good look for Tank Davis at all. It's a good money grab for him. He gonna make a lot of money getting this fight. And on that front, I guess I can't blame you when you want to get the paper. I mean, they take a lot of damage in the sport of boxing, so I guess you want to get your money. But this is not a good look at all. Gervonta Tank Davis is looked at as one of the top fighters, the top boxers in the sport, right? He is the premier American. He's one of the premier American fighters next to Terrence Crawford, right? Tank Davis is 30 years old in his prime, and he's choosing to fight Jake Paul, a YouTuber, when he has a lot of other fights he could be making out here in the sport of boxing. He could be fighting Teofimo Lopez. He could be fighting Shakur Stevenson. He could rematch Lamont Roach. You know, he could be fighting Devin Haney, and this what he doing. It's not a good look at all. First of all, it really don't make no sense on paper. Tank Davis is a small man. I'm not even trying to be funny. He's very small, y'all. Tank about 140 pounds on a good day. 5'5". Jake Paul, 200 pounds. He just fought at like 200 pounds. What the hell is going on? Why would this even be a thing? For real. You know what I mean? And look, that's what I'm saying, Brian. He gonna get paid. He gonna get his money for sure. And on that front, I can't blame him. But this is the problem. This is why it's a problem. Tank 30 years old. He has not had like the premier fights he's supposed to have had by now. You know what I'm saying? He had the Ryan Garcia fight, which was a big draw at that time, but I never was big on Ryan Garcia. I knew he had fast hands. I knew he was strong, but I never thought he had the skill to ever beat Tank Davis at all. We just saw Rolly Romero just beat Ryan Garcia, so I know what time it is, right? But for comparison purposes, at 30 years old, when Floyd had turned 30, he had fought Oscar De La Hoya, and he also fought an undefeated Ricky Hatton. So by 30, Floyd fought Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton. He had fought Diego Corrales. He had fought Zab Judah. He had fought Chicanito Hernandez, Gennaro Hernandez. Um, I'm missing some folks. He had fought Jose Luis Castillo twice. Tank out here, he supposed to have made strides in his career. He supposed to have made strides in his career for real. Even if you don't fight Lamont Roach, go fight Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson. Because I'm telling you, look, Tank can go get his paper. Go get your paper, because he gonna make 100 mil easy off of this fight with Jake Paul. He's gonna make $100 million. But after this fight, he better be fighting big dogs. He better be fighting big dogs. And on one front, I can't get mad at Tank taking a paper because boxers go through a lot. It's rare that fighters leave the sport with all their faculties, right? So you might as well get your cake while you in this. But after this, oh, he better go for the gusto. He better go for the gusto. Ain't no fighting no Baron Chick and all that. Ain't no fighting the 8th and 9th dude in 135-pound division and thinking that's cool. No. You got to make blockbuster fights. You're in your prime. Go and get the fights that people want to see. After you do this, because him and Jake Paul is not going to be a good show. It's going to be a glorified sparring match. One, because the weight discrepancy. The weight discrepancy is so huge. It's so wide. They not going to be fighting each other for real. They not going to really hurt each other. They going to land some shots on each other to make it look like they trying to do something, but they not really finna fight each other at all. It's gonna be looking like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. It's gonna look something like that. And everybody gonna get people gonna pay their money, and everybody gonna, oh my God, winning, oh my God, it's gonna be, they not gonna do nothing to each other. Right? So after you put up that a lackluster perform, like a lackluster fight, after you put that forward, the fans are going to be clamoring for you to fight somebody like big, big. And again, I'm a fan of Tank. I think Tank could beat everybody at 135, 140. I really think he's that skilled. He's not just a brawler or a power puncher. He's an excellent counter puncher. Seriously, he knows how to set traps. He has great punch placement. He's not even a volume puncher. He knocked dudes out, and he don't throw a lot of punches like Errol Spence Jr. at all. He's very patient. He throws punches at the right, counters you at the right time. So he's a very skilled boxer. I think he got the skills to beat everybody at 135, 140. But he should go out and prove it. He got to go out and prove it, man. Let me tell you something, man. I remember the night, I remember when Floyd fought Diego Corrales, man. When Floyd fought Diego Corrales, I mean, Diego was the favorite in that fight. That was the last time, I believe, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was not the favorite in a fight. People thought Diego was going to win that fight. He put on a massacre. Massacre. Beautiful performance. And I think Floyd might have been 24, 25 years old at that time. Something like that. Right? Tank 30, man. And when Floyd turned 30, he became the cash cow in boxing without question. Grabbed the throne from Oscar De La Hoya and became the pay-per-view guy. Making big fights, man. Man, Donnell, you not finna see a fight. Like when him, Tank, and Rich and Jake Paul, finna call him Rich Paul. They not really finna fight, bro. They finna just throw little punches at each other. The weight discrepancy is too huge, way too huge, way too wide. They not finna be up in there fighting like that for real. They finna make it look like it's gonna be looking like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. And they finna get everybody money. They not finna be in there throwing for real. It's gonna be rules to that exhibition where they not finna rough each other up. Y'all finna see some dudes in there throwing some slight little punches here and there and all of that. And it is what it is. He not finna put, it's not finna be really him slugging it out with Jake Paul. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And as a fan of the sport, I really want to see him fight Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. I really want to see that. But Tank, his heart not in boxing for real. He's great. He's a great fighter. He's really great at it. But his heart not in boxing. He been talking about retiring for a minute. He been saying he want to retire. He want to retire. He want to retire and all of that. But nah, he said this is why UFC is better. I don't know. I just I never gravitated to UFC, man. I know everybody love it. I just never gravitated to UFC. And I told y'all probably, I know why I didn't gravitate to UFC. I've made videos explaining why I didn't gravitate to the sport, UFC. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that watch UFC. But I'm a boxing guy though. Yeah, and yeah, that's one thing I don't like about you. UFC fighters do not be getting paid no money. They be robbing them UFC dudes. They be getting paid, boy. Be getting paid peanuts and a barbaric, almost barbaric type sport at times, which is messed up. UFC fighters get their biggest payday when they fight boxers. Conor McGregor got his biggest payday ever fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. He probably wanted to do it again, but I'm not gonna say the UFC fighters don't make no money, but they don't get nowhere near what boxers be making. They don't. The top UFC fighter don't get nowhere near what Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford and them be making. The top boxers. They don't get nowhere close to that. Hell, they wasn't getting what Errol Spence was getting. And EJ was was a pound for pound fighter though. They wasn't getting what Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder and them, they wasn't getting what they was getting. Nope. But so it's embarrassing because it's tank or exhibition fights are embarrassing. I don't understand. Well, this is the reason. Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought exhibition fights when his career was over with. When Floyd Mayweather Jr. was 30 years old, Tank is 30 years old. Okay? When Floyd was 30, he fought Oscar De La Hoya and an undefeated Ricky Hatton at 30 years old. By 30 years old, he had already fought and beat Gennaro Hernandez. He had already fought and beat Diego Corrales. He had already fought and beat Arturo Gatti. He had already fought and beat Zab Judah. He had already fought and beat Jose Luis Castillo. He had already had big fights. DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. I'm not even just Chop Chop Corley. I'm going to just name Gennaro Hernandez, Diego Corrales, Zab Judah, Oscar De La Hoya, and undefeated Ricky Hatton. Floyd, by 30, Floyd was the biggest thing in boxing and pound for pound the best fighter in the world. As skilled as Tank is, he's not pound for pound the best fighter in the world. He's not. And he's not on that trajectory right now. As skilled as he is, as much as I really love watching Tank fight, he's not on the trajectory to be the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. He not making them fights. Floyd Mayweather, and again, maybe because of difference in times, and wasn't no social media popping. Floyd knew in order to become the cash cow, he had to go fight he had to go beat the cash cow. He had to go make the big fight in order to submit himself as the one, the premier pay-per-view attraction. Now, Tank is an attraction because he can get the hood to come watch fights. He a street dude, a street kid from Baltimore, Maryland. He provides knockouts, all of that. But we want to see him fight Teofimo Lopez. We want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. We want to see him fight Devin Haney. It's some people that want to see the Lamont Roach rematch. I think he's going to stop Lamont the next time they fight. But yeah, man. So, I don't know, man. Zero say, what's good, Max? Shout out my brother. That was great combo from the last stream. I appreciate it, bro. And I appreciate that donation from you as well, man. It means a lot to me. I'm going to go and talk about that a little. I'm going to do another video on the diaspora wars between Black Americans and Black immigrants. I'm going to go on later on tonight and do another live stream about that. I just had to come on here and talk about Tank Davis and Jake Paul. Floyd also moved around in weight to make the Oscar, Cotto, and Canelo fight. Yes. Yep. Went to 54. Went up in weight to do that. Yeah. So that's why it's different for Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather started fighting exhibition fights when he already was done with his career. He had already done everything there was to do for real. I mean, only thing people probably wanted him to do was rematch Manny Pacquiao. But other than that, he fought Manny Pacquiao. He had beat about 23 world champions. Yeah, man, he had already done. He had the biggest gates. He was making the big fights. He was winning the big fights. So he had already done what there was for him to do in his career. That's the difference. Tank is he's 30 years old in his prime, and he's fighting a YouTuber. Now, again, I can't be mad about him lining up his pockets with paper. Get your paper, but at the end of the day, boxing fans want to see you fight the top dogs, the live dogs who could really help cement your legacy. Dark say this fight and Pacquiao fight, and Tank is done with boxing 100%. They gonna make him fight Manny Pacquiao. I thought that was gonna be next. I thought the next fight after Mario Barrios and Pacquiao, I said they finna have Tank fight Pacquiao. Cause Pacquiao held up against Mario Barrios, and Mario Barrios he was just so underwhelming in that fight against Pacquiao. Like, he was just starstruck and just kept dapping up Manny Pacquiao. The whole fight kept touching gloves with Manny Pacquiao. He was excited to share the ring with Pacquiao. He wasn't even trying to step on the gas for real. But I say, you know what? This performance from Manny, because Manny had a lot of good moments in that fight. This is going to be enough for them to try to warrant a Gervonta Davis and a Manny Pacquiao fight, which Tank was going to take, right? And in one breath, hey, look, Manny a real fighter. He's a legendary fighter. It's gonna be big money. Go ahead, take that opportunity and all of that. But yeah, man, it's just like Tank got to go fight the other dogs out here for real. And I think he could beat them. This is not me saying he ain't gonna win. I think he could beat them. He just gotta want to go get them fights. Zero say, yeah, I stumbled a little last night. He said, yeah, I stumbled a little last night because I'm not used to talking on live like that. Hopefully I articulated myself well enough. Nah, you definitely did, brother. You definitely articulated yourself very well. I understood what you was coming from. I understood your talking points, and I believe so did the rest of the audience too. So you all good, bro. I appreciate you coming on and supporting the channel and rocking with me the way you've been rocking with me for a minute now. Brian Chapman says kind of like MJ. Everybody wants the status, but no one wants to earn it. Only black people in Maine play for the University of Maine. That's a fact. It's based upon a conversation we had yesterday. But yeah, nah, man. Like, come on now. Like, Tank gotta go ahead and get these big fights happening. Like, seriously. Cause this is not going to be what nobody think. Them boys is not finna be in there going at war with each other. That wouldn't be good for Tank. It wouldn't be good for Jake Paul. No. Them boys finna go in there jabbing a little bit at each other, and that be it. Clinching each other a lot. That's it. Tank got a rematch Lamont. Yeah, a lot of people feel like that. Give Lamont a rematch. Lamont fought valiantly. He fought very well. He put up a better performance than everybody predicted. People thought Lamont was going to get knocked out. Some said early. Some said in the middle rounds. And Lamont Roach fought well enough for some people to believe he got the W in their eyes. Right? I was cool with the draw. But I say, you know what, man? Tank better get on the ball. Because Lamont wasn't scared of him at all. At all. He was trying to look, and he was telling Lamont was fighting Tank like, hey, I'm gonna earn my respect. You gonna respect me up in here. So yeah, Zero say Tank been disappointing lately. Rap guy said I've always thought he's overhyped. Well, I don't think Tank Davis is overhyped at all. I think he's that good. It's just that I don't know if it's lack of his confidence or whatever. But he just not going in and making the fights that he should be making at 30 years old. At 30 years old, this year he should have had fought one of them names I named. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. He should have fought one of them individuals. It could do a lot for his resume. It could do a lot, damn tripping. It could do a lot for it could do a lot for his resume, and it could set him up to really, really be the #1 pound for pound king. Do you think Tank maybe underestimated Lamont? I'm not sure, because him and Lamont used to spar each other a lot growing up. The DC versus Baltimore wars. They very familiar with each other. They're very familiar with how each other fights. I don't think he underestimated Lamont. I think he was just overconfident in certain things about him. Where, you know what? I could hurt somebody with my punches, and then I could just win the fight. Lamont had a strong chin, and he wasn't scared of getting hit by Tank for real. Zero say Tank is just not focused on the sport. Usually when a fighter goes in talking about retirement before a fight, it doesn't go well. That's 100% facts. Anytime a fighter starts talking about retirement before a fight, oh man, they gonna probably get stopped. It's not gonna be pretty. So that is definitely a true superstition. When you go into a fight talking about retirement, oh man, you might get done dirty up in there. So don't even talk about it. Man, my contact lens really acting up. My bad, y'all. Zero say Tank is just not focused on the sport. Usually when it's the same comment I just read. My fault. Rap guy say Canelo is the best fighter. You got some people thinking Terrence Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world, you know? So we shall see, man. Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez gonna be fighting on the 13th. I'm gonna go to my uncle's crib and check out the fight, and we definitely record. I'm gonna record after the fight and get y'all thoughts. Oh, that's another one. Said Mike Tyson would clear today's fighters. Yeah, I think he's. I don't know. Clear them? I don't know. Alexander Usyk tough. I don't know. He clearing Alexander Usyk. And if he would have fought a Tyson Fury is so big of a dude. Tyson Fury 6'9". Mike Tyson like 5'11". I don't know if Mike would have been able to pull that off against that big old dude like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a behemoth. And he can really box. Got good head movement, great counter punching. He's slick. He's a slick fighter. Yeah, Tyson Fury is really good. And he got a solid chin on, a great chin on him. Because when Deontay Wilder knocked him down in that first fight, I thought Tyson Fury was knocked out. I thought it was over with. But he got back up, and and not only got back up, he kept fighting. Tyson Fury got back up against Deontay Wilder and brought the fight to Deontay Wilder. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Alexander Usyk might get Mike Tyson some trouble, as well as Tyson Fury, man. These heavyweights are much bigger than what they used to be. They probably gonna need a super heavyweight division, man. These dudes be walking around almost 6'10", 300 pounds. You know, like that's boy. Zero say I think Usyk. No, Zero say excuse me. Rap guy say Shakur is the real deal. Shakur is tough, very skilled. Got great defense, very good defense, rather. Not, I wouldn't say great, but very good. I think Shakur got the best defense out of all the young fighters. So it'd be interesting to see how him and Tank match up when Tank would be trying to. Damn, hold on, I'm looking at something. My fault. Zero say Bud is the best fighter to me. But I'm very impressed with Shakur Stevenson. That young man has some serious potential. Yeah, man. I think it's like I said, Shakur got very good defense. So I can see him slipping some of Tank's punches and countering well. Shakur Stevenson, I'm talking about. But yeah. The kids say Tyson Fury is good, but when he fought Francis Ngannou, he was sloppy. So IDK, yeah, that's very true. Francis Ngannou was not supposed to be out there looking like he finna beat. He got what it take to beat Tyson Fury. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man. But yeah, man, Tank gotta move, get better, and move in a better direction from now on out. Like, come on, man. Zero say Mike is kind of a plotter. Usyk footwork and head movement will give him a lot of trouble. I believe so as well. The footwork in particular, yes. Everything by John said this is super embarrassing. That's why I respect Devin Haney and Benavidez. They want to fight the best only. Devin Haney coming off a knockout loss where Ryan Garcia was out here cheating, out here doping up, right? And what was I saying? Yeah, Devin Haney was coming off a loss in that fight, a loss that got overturned. And he goes right back into the fire then. Like for real, he go right back up in there and go and fight Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney about to fight Brian Norman Jr. That is real. That's elephant. He got the balls of an elephant. A ton of heart to do that. You know, after coming off a knockout victory a knockout loss where a dude was cheating. That's crazy. But yeah, Devin going right into a very dangerous, strong, talented, and scary opponent in Brian Norman Jr. And that take a lot of heart to do that. So people that question Devin Haney's heart, like I don't know what y'all talking about. I really don't. Vibe say Fury a fraud and Ngannou exposed him as a weight bully. He can only beat people with a 50-pound advantage. Yeah, when he got that weight advantage, he lethal. Rap God Reloaded say Tyson Fury is legit. Nah, like listen. That man could really. Tyson Fury can entertain. He can be silly, all of that. But he know how to fight though. Know how to fight though, man. Well, look, man, shoot, Kid Trump say, I know for a fact that probably won't happen, but if somehow, in some way, Tank Davis loses this fight, I swear to my right hand, to the man, I'm done with boxing. I don't think he gonna lose. I don't think they really gonna go after each other for real. I think they're gonna have a little fake flurry, a fake little flurry at the end of the fight. And I think that's gonna be about it. I don't think Tank gonna lose because I don't think either one of them gonna be trying to hurt each other. It's gonna be really in here just jabbing at each other and having conversations about a lot of other stuff. But yeah, I don't think Tank lose. I don't think Tank lose in this fight. I think it's going to be a draw, and I think they're gonna have it in somewhere in agreement. They're not gonna try to go after each other like that. This is just strictly a money grab for them to get a whole lot of paper. That's really what it is, man. Oh man, shoot. But hey, y'all, man, I'm in here. I got to run, man, real quick. I just wanted to get on here real quick and holler at y'all about this Tank Davis versus Jake Paul fight and why it is embarrassing and disappointing. Man, Tank gonna have to do. He gotta step up his competition. He gotta go and fight one of them ones for real. Go and while he at it, go give Lamont Roach a rematch because he deserves that much. He deserves that, man. Lamont Roach deserves a rematch. So rematch Lamont Roach, man. Tank. I'm talking to Tank. But hey, y'all, man, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I appreciate you popping on. I appreciate y'all popping on with me and supporting the channel. It mean a whole lot to me. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on today. Peace.